manifesto that is being launched in just a matter of hours. And our Chris Thairu is at Kasarani, where this launch is happening. And of course, it's a big talk of the town as both Jubilee and NASA launch their manifestos. Jubilee today, NASA tomorrow. So let's link up with Chris Thairu for more on this. Chris, good afternoon. It's good to speak to you today. So let's start by talking about a rough idea of the itinerary. What time is it expected to begin? And what sort of activity are you seeing at the moment?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Yvonne. And behind me, there's a good number of Jubilee supporters who arrived as early as 11 a.m. But security is tight. No one has been allowed to enter. But preparations inside the indoor arena are still ongoing. We expect that President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy are expected to make their way here at Kasarani at around 7 p.m. That's the scheduled time that they're supposed to arrive here. But at 5:30, the event is supposed to start at 5:30. We understand that from 5:30 to 7 p.m. we'll be having cabinet secretaries who will be outlining what the ministries have achieved and what they are yet to achieve, and the plans that they have in their individual ministries. And then later we'll be having the president and his deputy, of course, outlining their manifesto. Behind me, those are just chants of people who arrived here very early, but they're becoming relentless because security officers are yet to allow them to enter, because everyone will have to be vetted first before they enter here inside the indoor arena. Of course, this is the manifesto that they're launching for their re-election for another 5-year term. Of course, one of the issues that they have outlined is that they are ready to create 1.3 million job opportunities for the youth, and of course issue permanent jobs for those of course who will be joining government. But what we've seen is that we have more youths who are still jobless, and of course we'll be expecting them to tell us how they intend to ensure that they manage to create 1.3 million jobs. And of course they have been the Jubilee administration has been boasting that they have managed when it comes to infrastructure. Remember that just a month ago they launched the standard gauge railway, and they plan that from Nairobi, then it will be extending to the border through Kisumu and of course up to Uganda. And that is one of the projects that they, of course, Kenyans will be expecting them to tell us where they will get that funding to ensure that that railway, of course, reaches to the border. And so when it comes to healthcare, we've seen, although there have been challenges in regards to the doctor strike, the nurses strike, but in terms of most of the hospitals, they managed to give machines for dialysis and, of course, the free maternal healthcare for the pregnant mothers. That is one of the issues that they've been saying at least they've managed to achieve. But when it comes to the stadiums that they had promised, the 5 stadiums, we've seen that that has not been achieved. So we'll be waiting to hear how and when they intend to ensure that the 5 stadiums they had promised in the 5 counties, of course, it is achieved. And well, when it comes to food security, we know that that is one of the issues that most Kenyans will also be expecting them to tell us how they intend to ensure that the high cost of living comes down, and that in Kenya there is sufficient food to cater for everyone, Yvonne, even as we continue waiting for them to arrive here, Yvonne.
Great, thanks. And of course also for giving us a tip on what to expect in their manifesto. 5:30 p.m. it is, and we'll definitely catch up with you there. That's our Chris Thairu. He's joining us live from Kasarani, where the Jubilee Party will be launching its manifesto. He tells us that starts at 5:30 p.m. We'll see cabinet secretaries outlining their achievements and plans for the future. And then we will, of course, see the principles of the party later there. We will